to my channel. Today I want us to see how we can understand word problems. So today's word problem we'll be discussing this question. Twice the square of a certain whole number added to 3 times the number makes 90. Find the number. Solution. Okay? Twice a certain whole number, so we don't know what the number is. So we start like this. Let the number be equal to y, because we don't know what the number is, so you can make it of any alphabet. So that explains this. And twice the square of that certain number, which is y, added to 3 times the number makes 90. So twice the square of the certain number means 2 times the square of the certain number added to 3 times the number, and our result is 90. So we're asked to find the number. Multiplying this, I have 2y squared plus 3y is equal to 90. So if I have this, because it's leading us to quadratic equation, so I can take this positive 90 to this over this equality sign. So I have 2y squared plus 2y minus 90 is equal to 0. So what we have here is something called a quadratic equation. Or have here something called a quadratic equation. So we'll solve this quadratic equation, and we have 4 methods of solving the quadratic equation. Either you make use of the factorization method, or you make use of the completing the square method, or you make use of the formula method, or you make use of the graphical method. So I'll take these methods one after the other. The first method I want to see if I can make use of here is my factorization method. But not every quadratic equation can be factorized. So I'll show you how you should know when a quadratic equation can be factorized. And if eventually this can be factorized, we'll make use of the factorization method. So how do I know if it can be factorized? Using factorization method. I want to make use of my factorization method. So my quadratic equation is 2y squared plus 2y minus 90 is equal to 0. So the first thing I'll do is that I'll multiply this first one and this last one. So plus times minus is minus, 2 times 90 is 180, and I have my y squared. So what I should be looking out for is minus 180y squared. Fine. So the next thing I'll do is that I'll look for the factors of minus 180y squared. That when I add, it gives me a positive 3y. So I'll look for factors of 180y squared. When I add, it gives me 3y. So remember, this has a negative and this has a positive. So I'll look at my factors. 1 and 180, let me say 1 times 180 will give me 180. 2 times 90 will give me 180. 3 times 60 will give me 180. And 4 go. Let's see. 4 times you have 16. Okay. 4 times 45 will give me 180. 5 times you have 15, and so 5 times 36 will give me 180. 6 times 30 will give me 180. 7, no. 8, 16, no. 9 times 20 will give me 180. 10 times 18 will give me 180. 11, no. 12 times, this is 2. This is 1, remaining 6. 15 will give me 180. Boom, I can stop here. Why? Because there is something I can add or subtract from this, and I'll get 3. There's something I can do to 15 and 12, and I can get 3. So I'll be looking at these two factors, 15 and 12. But remember, I have a negative 180 and a positive 3. So my factors I have here are, factors are 12 and 15. But remember, I have a negative 80 and a positive 3. Now watch. If I say a negative 12 and a positive 15, watch. A positive 15 times a negative 12 will give me a negative 180. A positive 15 plus a negative 12 will give me 15 plus and minus is minus 12, and I'll get 3. So my two factors remain a negative 12 and a positive 15. So I'll split this equation into 4 different numbers. So for this I have 2y squared. For a positive 3, I no longer have a positive 3y. Instead I have a positive 15y minus 12y. So these are my two factors, positive 15 and negative 12. And a negative 90 and is equal to 0. So the next thing I will do is to factorize. I'll first of all group them into 2. Then what's common here and here? Y. So what do I have left? 2y plus 15. And I must have 2y plus 15 in this next one. So if I have a negative 12, if I have a negative 2, is it 2? No, 6 can 6 go here. Okay, let me just say 2y plus 15. Let me put 2y plus 15 here. So if I have 2y plus 15, what do I need to put here? Okay, let me see a negative 6. Minus times plus is minus. 6 times 2 is 12. Then I have 12y. Minus times plus is minus. 6 times 15 is 90. Got it? And this is equal to 0. So a y minus 6, a 2y plus 15, and is equal to 0. So if I have that y minus 6 is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 plus 6, y is equal to 6. Or 2y plus 15 is equal to 0. 2y is equal to 0 minus 15. 2y is equal to minus 15. And if I divide all through by 2, I have that y is equal to minus 7 and a half. So I have two values for y. I have y is equal to 6 and y is equal to negative 7 and a half. But look what the question says. Twice a certain whole number. So because the whole number, our answer is what? 6. So that number is what? 6. Now let's check if it's going to work. Let's check. Let me check something here. I want to check 2 times the square of 6 plus 3 times 6. Next is going to give us 90. 6 squared is 36. 2 times 36 is 72. Plus 3 times this is 18. And our answer is equal to 90. Correct. Don't forget to drop your questions in the comment section. And see you in the next video. I hope you learned something today. Subscribe to this channel and see you in my next class. Thank you.